Welcome to the Age of Encore Presentations here at the Untold Tales Audio Anthologies podcast. Jeff and I have learned so much about podcasting since we started this podcast in May of 2020. We even created a company together, Dreamspeaker Media, so that Jeff and I could have our thing apart from Melissa Del Toro Voiceover, which is just my thing. Since then, we've learned so much about you, what you like, and where you're listening from. Most of our listeners are in the United States, but we see many of you out there in 60-plus countries around the world. We learned through this podcast that you like listening to stories more than 15 minutes long. When we started this podcast, we wanted to give you short, bite-sized episodes that you could listen to 15, 20 minutes at a time. But a lot of you are loving to listen to the 30 and 45-minute episodes in one hit. So we took some of those multi-episode stories in the beginning of the podcast and we put them together in the encore. We've onboarded lots of new authors in the last 4 seasons, and we've been loving to get to know them and their stories. If you're a writer and you've submitted your stories and haven't been chosen, thank you so much for submitting, because we love reading your stories, and some of them just don't fit for what we're doing now, but they might in the future. One very big thing that you'll notice is that we changed the channel artwork. That was feedback from you guys because you told us that our channel artwork really didn't scream science fiction. So we've revised it so that we could be a little bit more clear about what we do here at the Untold Tales podcast, which is produce short, original science fiction stories. This new production schedule of the Untold Tales podcasts includes stories narrated and written by Jeffrey A. Robinson, as well as these encore presentations of previously beloved stories that we've remastered and taken some new approaches to. Many of those approaches were influenced by you and the things you've told us that you like about what we're doing. One of the things we've tried to do is keep this podcast ad-free. However, it does take a lot of time to produce a podcast, so we really appreciate any donations that you make to our team. They go a long way in helping us keep the content high quality and consistent. We love to keep things short, simple, and sweet here at the Untold Tales podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, we love our listeners, fans, patrons, and supporters. Have a wonderful day.